Unpacking is a Zen puzzle game about the familiar experience of pulling possessions out of boxes and fitting them into a new home. It was released in 2021 before the big boom or trend of cozy games as a genre, so it was a welcome breath of fresh air into the casual gaming scene. You might even call it a genre-defining title. But what if you've already played Unpacking and you just want more? Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Sunstone, and today I've put together some recommendations of upcoming titles with elements similar to Unpacking. So if you loved this popular title, you might look forward to playing these once they release. And be sure to stick around to the end of the video where I share some similar titles that you can play right now. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. First up is Momento, a cozy room decorator with a twist. In this title, you choose which items are important to you and learn what your choices mean for the life you lead. The game will offer multiple endings depending on the decisions you make, but there will be no wrong answers, meaning you can decorate the rooms however you'd like. The gameplay aims to be relaxing with no timers, points, or scores, and hidden puzzles can be discovered in every room. While you won't be unpacking your belongings in this game, I think we can all agree that the organization mechanics look like they'll hit that same spot. There will also be a creative mode where you can unlock furniture, wallpaper, and items to use for creating your very own rooms. And just like Unpacking, the world will offer interactions like turning on lights, opening books, and of course, petting pets. There's no confirmed release window or platforms yet for Momento, so we'll just have to stay tuned on this one. Up next, we have Tell Me Your Story, a narrative-driven, cozy puzzle game developed and published by Red Deer Games, who kindly sponsored this portion of today's video. In Tell Me Your Story, you'll meet Amelia, a young girl with a vivid imagination who's spending her summer vacation at her grandma Rose's cottage. But Rose is no ordinary grandmother because she's traveled the globe, collecting wondrous items and stories to tell along the way. Much like the game's title suggests, Grandma Rose will tell you her story as you unpack Amelia's belongings and solve puzzles with Peanut, the adorable corgi, by your side. Explore the Amazon rainforest and hop aboard the Orient Express, traveling from Paris to Istanbul, all from the comfort of Grandma Rose's home. The minimalist, cozy art style, tactile puzzle-solving mechanics, freedom to explore, and heartwarming narrative are standout features that you might love if you enjoyed Unpacking. Not to mention the soothing soundtrack to accompany your gameplay experience as you solve over 70 different puzzles. I also love that in Tell Me Your Story, there's no need for words. Everything is brought together in your own imagination. So if this title captivates you, be sure to wishlist the game and check out the free demo available now on Steam, but you can also enjoy it when it releases sometime this year on PC and for the Nintendo Switch. Peanut will be waiting for you. Thank you so much to Red Deer Games for taking care of creators like me and supporting this project. Next is Campervan Make It Home, a game about camperizing vans. In this title, embark on a journey of personal discovery while decorating your van and creating a space for all your belongings, which might involve some puzzle mechanics when figuring out how to fit everything into place. The Zen gameplay won't involve any timers or scores, and you'll get to discover the story of a character and the trips she takes through the objects that accompany her and those that are left behind. So sharing that narrative spirit with Unpacking, but with a traveling twist. The team ran a very successful campaign for the project on Kickstarter, unlocking new features like pets, decorative plants, the ability to customize the color of your van, and a Nintendo Switch port. This is another title with no confirmed release window, but the team is very active on sharing progress with development on their Twitter. I, for one, can't wait to check out this title once it releases. Then we have Woodo, a cozy 3D puzzle matching game where you get to assemble adorable dioramas as you become immersed in a peaceful and creative world. You'll be tasked with building these wooden scenes piece by piece as you follow the story told by the narrator. The main goal of the game is to immerse the player in memories of one's childhood when time is plentiful and most was spent outdoors, when the simplest things surprised us and every day could be a great adventure. I just love the art style for this title, and I feel like picking up and placing the different pieces to create these beautiful dioramas might feel just as satisfying as emptying boxes in Unpacking. Not to mention the zen and peaceful vibes that are sure to accompany its gameplay. So far, confirmed platforms for Woodo include Steam and the Nintendo Switch. Up next, we have Tiny Bookshop, a cozy narrative management game where you leave everything behind to open a little mobile bookshop. Stock your shelves with different books and items, set up your shop in scenic locations, and run your secondhand bookshop while getting to know the locals. You will be able to decorate and customize your tiny space, and it looks like you'll be able to unpack books from boxes, so there's that. Similar to Unpacking, Tiny Bookshop will have a narrative focus, incorporating satisfying decorating and organizing mechanics, and a cozy atmosphere, but with a management twist. So far, the only confirmed platform for the game is Steam, but I wouldn't be surprised if we also saw it make its way onto the Nintendo Switch eventually. Also, the team just recently shared that they've added so many more features and content in the past 4 months that we will all be excited about, so I can't wait to learn more. Next is Fishbowl, a slice-of-life coming-of-age story told over the course of 1 month. In Fishbowl, stay in touch with your loved ones and folks at work through video calls, and experience a heartfelt story with branching conversations and diverse characters. Work from home as a video editor, editing videos by playing an arcade-style matching game, and do your best with home chores and self-care, figuring out life one day at a time. The main feature in this game, apart from the touching narrative that shares similarities to Unpacking, is the way you will rediscover your past. In Fishbowl, you will unpack objects that belong to your late grandmother as you complete satisfying unpacking puzzles, rediscovering childhood memories along the way. The game will also offer a cozy lo-fi soundtrack and invites you to feel all feelings, as there are no right or wrong endings. Confirmed to release on Steam, this title is sure to be something special. Finally on today's list is Simpler Times, an experiential, interactive meditation that rewards patience and attention with poignant moments that can be replayed like a favorite song. In this game, you play as Tana, who is preparing to move out of her childhood home and begin the next chapter of her life. The game takes place in Tana's childhood bedroom over the course of 10 years, with 4 different moments to explore across 4 seasons. Relive memories and learn how she grew into the creative, expressive person she's become, listen to music, paint, watch nature, take photos, browse books, read notes, solve puzzles, and interact with different objects, each with stories to tell. Music is a fundamental part of Simpler Times, as old records will allow Tana to rediscover and reconnect with her childhood. This title seems very unique and interesting, rewarding patience as you play, and there is a demo available for it on Steam if you're curious and would like to check it out. Now it's time for a few honorable mentions of games like Unpacking that you can actually play right now. First is A Little to the Left, a cozy puzzle game that has you sort, stack, and organize household items into pleasing arrangements. Multiple solutions are available for the puzzles, and there's even a Cupboards and Drawers DLC available if you just can't get enough. Next is Assemble with Care, where you play as Maria, an antique restorer who must figure out the inner workings of objects and find ways to fix them. But it goes deeper than the objects themselves, as Maria will be meeting charming townsfolk and helping them reconnect. Then we have Venba, a short narrative cooking game where you play as an Indian mom who immigrated to Canada with her family in the 1980s. Players will cook various dishes and restore lost recipes, hold branching conversations, and explore a story about family, love, and loss. Finally, we have Birth, a curious game about constructing a creature from spare bones found around the city. Explore museums, coffee shops, bakeries, markets, and more, solve physics-based puzzles, and interact with very interesting, peculiar creatures. Well, there you have it, friends. Those were some titles similar to Unpacking that I hope you'll love to enjoy more of the satisfying, heartfelt, soothing gameplay that Unpacking has become known for. Let me know down in the comments which of the upcoming games you're most looking forward to checking out, or any game you've tried that shared elements with or was as satisfying as Unpacking. Anything and everything, you know I always love hearing from you. Please go ahead and shine the lovely like button if you really like these types of games just like me. There's something so satisfying and of course zen about them. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and until next time, take care.